Assalamu alaikum, all the members of Pakistanis in LA, Pakistanis in Pakistanis RK foodies, and Dubai expats. There are very few times I'm live on the 3 consecutive groups, but today is one of the exceptions. And we are going to talk about a very unique subject, which is personal branding, self-concept, me, myself, and I. For the purpose, we have brought in one of the very specialized persons, Syeda Nazea Amin, who is truly a multi-talented person. She's a writer, blogger, VJ, RJ, marketing expert, lifetime management consultant, actor, model, and all in one time. At the same time, she's the founder and CEO of I Marketeers as well. Without wasting any time, I will introduce you all to her. Assalamu alaikum, Nazea. How are you? How's everything?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for having me here, and all the phrases that you shared in my introduction. Thank you so much for that, and a warm welcome to everybody who's joining in, or all the members of your group.
Thank you very much, Nazea. Nazea, I think I haven't done a full justice on what you do.
You have pretty much covered most of the domains, part of being a coach for personal branding, especially for C-suite executives, all the hats that I'm wearing are all platforms to promote and market myself, as to establish my reputation online on a digital medium and in person for eyeballs and footfall, so that people understand who I am and what I do and how to reach me. So these are just examples. As a marketeer, anybody who's watching or who has a little bit knowledge of the importance of having some presence on social media. अगर आप समझें आपकी ID नहीं है Facebook पे, so you're non-existent. You're like a ghost. And for somebody who talks about becoming a brand or establishing a reputation and building your image, you have to have a couple of hats. So becoming an RJ or doing my corporate shows or doing a TV show was all just to market and promote my topic, which is personal branding. So I hope that makes some sense. It's not a multiple thing that I do, but it's just the area जो मैं अपना promotion के लिए हर medium को utilize करती हूँ as a tool.
That's great. Nazea, while we were talking other day, you were telling me that one of the most neglected areas for the people is personal branding. Yeah. So can you really tell more about, though you have really told in a nutshell that if you're not on social media, you don't exist, that's a reality. Yes. But what does the personal brand actually means, and how it impacts one's life in terms of finding new jobs, finding new opportunities, or even in terms of self-satisfaction?
Zahib, in today's day and age, we always do a counter or a background check. We ask for references. Whenever you're talking about career and people are following that for career branding, celebrity ho, professional ho, middle management ho, executive ho, new to business ho, entrepreneur ho, everybody has to have some sort of relationship and rapport with the market. And you have to understand the dynamics of your product or your services. So as a person, my interaction with Zahib, like we mentioned before we broadcasted this live, we did a session like during the pandemic, which is like 3 years ago, approximately 3 years ago. But you left such a strong impression. And my experience of engaging with you is still the same. You are utmost, your credibility, your integrity, your reputation remains the same. So that builds the chart of branding. My experience with a person or a product or a service, that is what resonates with me, and that is what will keep me coming back to you, because people become loyal to the experience. So it is a leadership enabler, like you've mentioned. The topic of our conversation today is also enablers. So it's an enabler for leadership. If you want to have some established presence in the market, whether you're new, whether you're existing, whether you've been around, like a top executive or a country head or a C-suite, but you need to have a branding, an experience that I can say, 3 years ago Zahib gave me the same professional wow experience, and I still want to interact with him. And the audience also comes back to you to watch your shows, and that's why they are engaging with you. So for me, branding means to have an experience with a person. The same wow factor has to be there each and every time that we engage or interact.
Got your point, Nazea. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to add in the comments. We are here to answer you. Any specific question on personal branding, we will cover that as well. Nazea, our subject today is self-concept, me, myself, and I. Yeah. What does that exactly mean? It's all about yourself. It's all about me, myself, and I for all the success in your life.
Actually, like we said about image, the process that we have to take, it's like A, B, C, and then you go to synonyms, acronyms, Oxford Dictionary, thesaurus. You have to do multiple research work, in-depth work as an analysis to establish your connection with the language. So किसी भी एक चीज को build up करने के लिए, establish करने के लिए आपका zero पे जाना, minus पे जाना जरूरी है. If I don't look within, if I don't know who Nazia is, how will I know her characteristics, her strengths, her weaknesses, and her traits, and how to position her as a person, how to build up that brand? So going back to who we are, me, myself, what is myself about, and I. I is the strongest, most powerful component of our existence. And whenever I do a training need analysis, or whenever I'm interviewing people, or as a survey as well, the most difficulty that people have, वो आंसर नहीं कर पाते कि I am के बाद sentence finish कैसे करना है. They are so unaware of their own truth of who they are. So we begin with self-awareness. Then we build it up into your self-image, how you see yourself. The topic today that we are covering, self-concept, it's something that is essential towards building your true brand or becoming a market leader or becoming a personality, whether you're a celebrity or whether you're an executive, whatever. It doesn't matter. Self-concept is something that we as a Pakistani or as an Asian culture, we do not even talk about it. We do not even understand कि इसके dynamics हमारे बचपन में हमारी personality को, how they have impacted or affected negatively or positively for whichever element. Self-concept is my inner dialogue. What myself is talking to me within my own head, the thoughts. What am I thinking about? My own true being. मतलब है यानी कि if I have done something wrong in life or something bad happened to me, my self-concept of my own self becomes lower. I lose my value, my self-esteem. So establishing and rebuilding on that self-concept needs you need to begin from scratch. We through neuro-linguistic programming and mindfulness and becoming conscious of your true self. Thank you. Thank you. Becoming conscious of your true self, we try to establish the person's positive inner dialogue. You have to have a positive inner conversation with your own self. Meaning कि मैं अपने आप को forgive करूं, मैं अपने अपने अंदर जाके अपने traumas को heal करने के लिए अपनी wellness पे, अपने mental health पे काम करूं. दूसरा, other than the soul and the mind element of establishing a new positive self-concept, you have to understand that this is the core of your interaction with any and every person. If my inner critique keeps on negating my value system and keeps on focusing on my weaknesses or something bad that has hit me in life, and it doesn't let me move forward or upskilling or upgrading myself and enhancing my sense of living, we will get stuck in that negative dimension, and it's not going to serve anybody. So I would like anybody who has any problems, the childhood trauma or something with their self identity, how you perceive yourself, because if Nazia is seeing herself in a negative light, and if I'm dwelling on my weaknesses, that is what is going to project across. We mirror each other. Whether I'm speaking or not, we are talking about communication, the unsaid, the unspoken. It's my eye contact, it's my smile or my frown, it's my body language and the tension built in my, the shoulders are down and I'm laid back and I cannot communicate even while I'm not even speaking to you. So positive self-concept kaise banta hai? That is something totally extensive and vast. But having a concept of who you are, that is the beginning of establishing yourself as a brand and becoming successful in life. So हमारा upbringing का part ये होता है कि हमें सबसे पहले अपनी weaknesses के ऊपर और external validation के ऊपर dwell करने के लिए बताया जाता है. If social media is doing the same toxicity with us, how many likes, how many followers, who said, oh, you're looking so good, like I got that positive comment about a different person or a change, whatever. So otherwise we are constantly being harshly judged. So my self-concept जो negativity में जाएगा या weakness पे मैं stuck हो जाऊंगी या inner critique मेरा overpower कर जाएगा. So
True.
how am I supposed to gain confidence as a personality or become a market leader? That is obviously going to affect my professional life and my relationships as well. So this is something that happened to me. So experience करने की वजह से मैं experiential learning और coaching में आई हूँ. So अगर किसी के जिंदगी में ऐसा कुछ हुआ हो तो उसने अपने आप को negate करना और बुरे तरीके से you start demeaning yourself and your inner critique overpowers, your inner dialogue becomes very negative, and you're like हाँ ये तो I am so fat, I am so I can't do this. Oh, it always happens to me all the time. So nobody else is my enemy except whatever is going on. In internalizing, all that nonsense is self-created actually. So if you have a question or if anybody from the audience wants to know more of something that experience, something that happened to them or how to overcome it, I would like to
See,
answer.
actually, the question came to me via WhatsApp, interestingly, not on the chat or anything. The question is like, most of the people, we always feel that we are the byproduct of our circumstances. Like it's not our choice, because I was born in X place, X country, and X family, so I cannot get the equal opportunity to grow as a person in Y category, born in Y country, has the same has some different opportunities to grow, which I personally feel is not true, because the world has been turned so global. I know the people. Oh, I think we lost Nazea, and she is joining back. Yeah, Nazea is back. So because, as I said, that I personally negate this, because I feel that the world has changed into a global world. The people from the remote villages of India, Pakistan have grown to the level where many people from one of developed countries didn't. The CEO of an IBM came from in India. So
Google guy. Yeah.
So what's your opinion on this part?
Well, if circumstances, again, it's external. Maybe my self concept has mirrored my reality. We will talk about parallel realities here. If strongest and the most creative minds in the world have clearly understood the concept and the power of thoughts become things, right? And what we focus on as a trainer, as a coach, it's like Tao: thoughts, actions, outcomes. If you are thinking clear and if you are being creative and you have an imagination and you see, like, it's not being delusional, it's not living in an illusion of who I am, or जो आजकल हमें पाकिस्तान में स्पेशली द मोस्ट हाइप्ड वर्ड इज हालात खराब है. तो हालात अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर्चुनेटली इकोनॉमी के या पाकिस्तान के या कराची के कभी भी अच्छे नहीं थे. वी आर अनहैप्पी पीपल बाय choice and by the power vested in the other people who have this blown up negative image and this buzz that they create, so that you don't move forward and step up in life. When I start believing and living in my other parallel reality, what you think you can achieve, if you start journaling it, there are techniques. If you start writing it down, thank you. If you start writing it down, if you start affirming it, if you start looking in the mirror at yourself and saying, oh, I look so great, whether or not that you don't. I will give you an example. On my worst days, or on my days that I have totally given up, and you're exhausted because of the circumstances, 3D reality jisko hum kehte hain, and those are the days you put on extra makeup. Those are the days that you act as if, oh, all is well, everything is A1, everything is okay, A class, because life goes on. You have to go to work, you have to dress up your kids and send them to school, or you have to do your routine work. And if you're having a customer interaction, if you're in the service industry, you have to give them the wow factor. You cannot dwell on the fact that, oh, aaj to meri tabiyat kharab hai, oh, ghar mein ye ho gaya tha. Don't give me excuses, give me at least effort, if not results. So thank you so much. So if you dwell on a positive self concept, you have to fake it till you make it. It's not all के मैं आज उठूंगी और magically मेरी life जो है वो 360 degree turn ले लेगी. I have to be committed to that change. I have to be willing and open and receptive. अभी जैसे हमारा connection थोड़ी देर के लिए break हुआ था, अगर मेरा signal down होंगे तो disconnection हो जाएगा ना. If I have to keep that the connectivity बरकरार रखने के लिए, I have to be in that vibration. I have to have that conviction. We will give you a couple of more case studies. Rajnikant was a bus conductor. Shah Rukh Khan was sleeping on benches somewhere and borrowed money पे वो गुजारा करता था. खाने को पैसे नहीं थे बंदे के पास. And today he's the richest actor. He's not a good looking guy. He doesn't have abs. He didn't go to a gym before it was required or not required. True. People like Sundar Pichai, because एक तो ड्राइव अगर अंदर से नहीं आ रही है तो एक्सटर्नल लाइफ, अगर मैं ये सोचूंगी मैं तंदूर वाले की बेटी हूँ तो मैं तो हार्वर्ड जाके कुछ नहीं बन पाऊंगी. अगर मैं सोचूं मैं फैसलाबाद में हूँ, बिल गेट से मिलने कौन जाएगा, मैं तो 9 साल की, मैं तो बच्ची हूँ. अर्फा करीम, that she is daughter of our nation, you know, and she is the youngest and the first and the only at that time. So एग्जाम्पल अगर तुम्हें बनना है, अगेन पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग में हम जो कोर है जाती छाप, इट इज आपकी यूएसपी क्या है, यूनिक सेलिंग प्रोपोजिशन, यूनिवर्सल सेलिंग प्रोपोजिशन. अगर तुमने भेड़ चाल का हिस्सा बन गए हो तो नाजिया को अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत ने बेस्ट ऑफ द क्रिएशन तो बनाया, अशरफुल मखलूकात मैं हूँ, बट क्या मेरा डीएनए, does anybody else have my DNA? Does anybody else have my retina, or anybody else have my fingerprints or my tongue print, or you know, I am the most uniquest being. जो billions of beings जो चले गए, जो आएंगे, जो थे, I'm the only one. So इससे ज़्यादा मैं unique नहीं हो सकती. Why do I want to be like Zaheb? Why do I want to be like so and so? मेरे मोहल्ले की फुप्पियां या आंटियां अगर कहती हैं, ओहो आप तो हमारे जैसे नहीं लगते, आप किसी और मुल्क से आए हैं. Khalli walli, I have 2 holes in my ears, I'll pass it on and I will not focus on that. If you want to live with that, again it's a choice, and choices are going to shape up your destiny. It is not a motivational conversation. We can do it through scientific techniques and methods. ये हम आपको सिखाते हैं. ये क्योंकि इंसान अगर अपने आप को इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड्स निकल रही हैं, ऑरा रिलीज हो रहा है, एनर्जी नॉट क्रिएटेड नॉट डिस्ट्रॉयड, इट्स क्वांटम फिजिक्स फॉर गॉड से. सेल्फ कॉन्सेप्ट, खुद ही में जाना, कुल हुवल्लाहु अहद. अगर आप अपने अंदर अपनी खुदी की पावर को पहचान लें तो फिर आगे इकबाल ने क्या कहा है इसके बारे में, कि अगर तुम अपने आप की खुदी को इतना बुलंद कर लोगे तो अल्लाह ताला विल आस्क यू हाउ डू यू वांट टू गो अबाउट थिंग्स नाउ. यू नो, तकदीर से पहले आपसे खुदा पूछ रहा है ना. सो यू अंडरस्टैंड योर पावर एंड यू रियलाइज दैट आई एम द ऑपरेंट क्रिएटर ऑफ माय ट्रू रियलिटी. व्हाट आई फील, व्हाट आई थिंक, everything has power. If I give it focus, अगर मैं उसको धूप, हवा, पानी, सीड को प्लांट करके उसके बारे में कम से कम देखिए, हर प्रैक्टिस एक हैबिट बनने के लिए और जिंदगी का तरीका बनने के लिए 30 days 100 times बोलना, 100 दफा लिखना, 7 दफा उसको याद करना, 7 day 30 day 45 days you do it. सेम अभी जैसे रमजान आने वाला है, सेम प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस. दैट इज द ओनली की. इट्स लाइक मैथ्स का टेबल याद करना है. Look in the mirror, start saying, I'm the best, I'm so beautiful, I'm confident, I am. When I start believing, the only thing which made Shah Rukh Khan different from everybody else who was better looking, better body, better everything, uska confidence level. And confidence comes with conviction. Halat nahi badle the, uska yakeen tha. You have to believe in your own true self, and your self concept has to be like, wow, I am the best. He said, I'm the last of the superstars. इतना level का confidence चाहिए बस, that's it. And if then your circumstances don't change, if हालात नहीं बदले, भाई आप गलत मार्केट में पिच कर रहे हो. अगर अभी मैं बोलूं ज़हेब जैसे हमारी ऑडियंस इस वक्त एक्सपैट्स हैं, ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानीज हैं, they are the HR, they are the cream, they are the think tanks of Pakistan, जो दुनिया में दूसरे मुल्कों को बैठ के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स को चला रहे हैं. How is that even happening? What happens to us when we come back home and we cannot do the deliverables because of the constraints, because of the halat, and because of the 3D reality जो one dimensional नहीं है. I can only make a shift when I have to sometimes physically shift to another market. Otherwise remote, जैसे आपने कहा global, अब digital हर चीज online है, तो maybe या तो मेरा skill set different कर दूं या मैं online दूसरी market को approach करना शुरू कर दूं. हालात को change करने के लिए पहले सोच, फिर action, then outcome. You have to take it strategically and step by step. So yes, I missed all the comments that were coming in, and I do want the audiences to, if there's a question that we have missed. So
it's okay. I just wanted to add something, Syeda. When you talked about Karachi and the conditions of Karachi, I want to say there was a person named Edhi who was born there, who not born, migrated there, and he changed the world. He's the world's biggest philanthropist. He built the biggest ambulance service in the world. So opportunity is there. It only depends on the person and the inner self, as you said.
Of course.
So Nazea, while talking about all those things, because you provide trainings as well on the
Yes.
particular subject, can you enlighten us a little bit? What are the trainings which you offer to the people? Then I will come to my last question, because something which I read in one of your trainings, and I'm really curious to know the answer to that particular part. But first, if you can explain a little bit of your trainings, then I will ask you my question, and then we'll sign off.
Sure. My core topic is personal branding because I've been a marketeer for 22 years. I've had the work experience of being a marketeer. So I work on that, your USP, how you can establish your edge. Then self-concept is one thing that I've just begun because I have faced a lot of issues because of having a poor self-concept of my own self. And that was because of the external judgment that was coming towards me. Secondly, is public speaking, communication, and having a good conversation. Who you're speaking to? Are you speaking to inspire? Are you speaking to engage? I have my LMSs, online learning management systems, for personal branding and for public speaking both. So that is something that is accessible. Otherwise, I mostly train for executives, and I'm available online. I have collaborators for attire management, for body language, for NLP, for microfacial expression reading and life coaching, but my core is only and always going to be personal branding.
Okay. And as you said, now you have an LMS system where people can subscribe to you and get the trainings. At the same time, you provide personal one-to-one trainings to the executives as well.
I do. And corporate sessions, obviously, yes.
Corporate sessions. So gentlemen, if any one of you are interested in getting one-to-one sessions from her or subscribe to her LMS, you can always do that. At the same time, if you want to arrange any corporate events, Nazea is one of the best persons to invite, because she can add a lot of value to your corporate culture. Nazea, my question, maybe the last question of the evening: what is digital detox?
Sometimes you just have to shut all electromagnetic field generating appliances, including your cell phone, firstly, and foremostly, you have to get away. We do leadership retreats, and we have wellness programs, wellness for people who are not able to manage and maintain a good work-life balance. We talk about these 2-3 words a lot. Ye buzzwords ban gaye aajkal. Lekin digital detox means ke I have my me time. I love myself too much, and I want to not talk to people and not go on any app and not answer any WhatsApp. And I don't want that anxiety. Zaheeb has seen me online, so I have to answer now. If it's 2 a.m. in the morning or something, I don't. We need to have a session for digital communication etiquettes as well, for a lot of people who feel that, you're available, you're online, you're awake, let's give her a call. It doesn't work like that. They have to be, I need to be away from the social media and detox myself, because it's addictive. And it's not commendable to have that mental illness, creep in, becoming an addict for validation and external likes and programming, and all the time. You cannot be on the go. Stay away from it. Go into the nature. Go chhat pe baith jao, chand dekho, वगैरह. Just get away from everything. That's a detox.
Got the point. Nazea, thanks a lot for your valuable time.
And thank you.
To all the viewers, Nazea is always available. She's tagged in this post, and she's tagged in multiple posts from my side. You can always reach out to her. You can always subscribe to her LMS, where I cannot request her to give you a discount, but on personal sessions and on the corporate sessions, definitely if you use the name of Pakistanis in Alan, Dubai Experts, 𝗕𝗿𝗍𝗶 Foodies, she will definitely cater for a discount in that regard.
For sure. Anything for your audience. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, thank you very much, Nazea. Take care. Allah Hafiz. And thank you very much, all the lovely audience. Hopefully we'll come back with a new session very soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.